Hello, welcome back to another episode of Stonehearth. It is actually not that been long. We're still in Alpha 8. They have yet to release an Alpha 9 version. But until then, we are continuing on where we left off last, which was pretty much waiting for a bunch of stuff here to get built. Hopefully it's not too much of an issue. Let's see, we are doing well for food, I believe, and also this trade is going to be back in 64 hours. If I have the 15 picket fence available. Let's go ahead and bring this down the walls, and let us check out our inventory here. Alright, so we have 9 picket fences being made already. So that's definitely making some progress. Good to know, good to know. The farms are doing well. They're still working on this. But let's see, that's a stockpile. We are going to be working on setting up some custom buildings for these people to live in. Outside of this one here, which will help quite a bit, but you know, I prefer giving my my hearthlings a separate house to live in. So let's see. I usually make my houses square or rectangular shaped. You can actually make them different shaped, like we see here, where the floor pattern is actually slightly extended here and not so much in like it's essentially a rectangle here and here together, making that pattern. What's going on with me? I don't know. But I generally make mine rectangular only because I find it to be easier. And plus, since this place isn't more or less permanent, I'm not too worried about, well, I'm not worried as much about aesthetics, if you will. Can I get rid of that? Can I undo? Okay, I can undo it. Lee Nelvin has reached level 1 of what? Farmer has reached level 1 of Farmer. Okay, cool. And looks like Daramont has reached level 1 of Trapper. So, most of the skill upgrades of level 1 increases the person's speed and gives them an additional 10 health, which is great because when the goblins come along later on, they are going to be much more of a threat. And we want to be able to survive through that as much as possible, so leveling them up in some sort of trade is usually a good idea, at least in my opinion. Let's go ahead and let's bring the walls all the way up, because I was wondering if I had put a roof on that yet or not, and I did not. Okay, so is there anything else in here that we need to put? We need a piece of furniture, but I cannot do that yet. So let's go ahead and tell them to start building that house there, and we're essentially going to make a new house here. This one with a different floor layout. Okay, so it's becoming night. Good to know. And this one here will actually make a bit of a longer house, only because those flowers are there. Let's do 15 by 9. That seems like a large enough house for someone. Put the walls up on it. Gotta have a doorway. Some of these windows. If this village or town gets far enough in its advancement, by the way, before a patch is released, I will look into maybe designing these a bit more neat and interesting. But for the time being, I think this is just fine. Not yet. I almost forgot to put the roof on there. Okay. So we have another house that is going to get built. Once all the floors are put in and everything, we'll be able to place down furniture on them. I was under the assumption we could actually place furniture through this menu, and maybe we are. Oh, now we are. I was wondering what the issue was prior then. Weird. It kept wanting to put it on the roof, which is weird to me. But, yeah, we got a couple houses being built here for our Earthlings. Okay, let's take a look at our journal here. Let's take a look at day 4. So we got some gripes about people sleeping on the cold ground, which is quite understandable, and eating the same thing. So they need some food variety as well as some beds, it looks like. That is perfectly fine. Just need essentially to wait this out a bit, let them keep doing their thing. Do I not have a trapper area designated? I thought I did. Okay, so we got some goblins out here, it looks like. Wait, you are not a goblin. You are Helen Lessel. Okay, good to know. So yeah, it doesn't look like we have any trapper grounds out here. Let's go ahead and place one. Oh, we do have one. It's right out there. Let's place one here. I'm not seeing any animals in this area, but some may spawn, or like this fox. Yeah, it's a fox. May get close enough for it. Hopefully it does. Yeah, as you can see, we got a few people sleeping on the ground out here because this small area for the 4 beds is really not that much. It would be a lot more if we didn't ended up getting the double citizen star tier with the 2 campsites and camp standards and the fire pits, but it'll work just fine. Let's see, anything else for roads that I can think of right now? We can do some city planning with the roads here without actually explicitly telling them. Let's go ahead and remove that. Remove. Let's see. Yeah, we could. What do I have that with set to actually? That would be an important thing. I believe I have that set to 5. I do. Okay. I have that set to 5. So let's go ahead and make a road out this way. Let's make it 50 blocks exactly. And then one. Let's zoom in here. One this way. 35 sounds good. So this will give us plenty of room over here to build some additional houses off these pathways. Like I could put one here, maybe even 2, and it would give us some expansion room up in this route. Since this is completely covered by the mountain edges, I can go ahead and tear all this lumber down and use that pathway for the houses and stuff for citizens and maybe additional works. So let's go ahead now and apparently not be able to extend it any further than that on this route. That's fine. Okay, I'm happy with this. Let's go ahead and then design more custom buildings. These we will not tell them to make right away, just so they have a bit of room to breathe, if you will. You don't want to overwork them, you don't want to give them too many projects because then it'll just take that much longer to get them all done. If you give them a few major ones, like this, like 3 here, they'll generally get these done roughly about the same time and about the same speed. At least that's what I've found, anyway. It is very important not to overwork them. There's a lot of city builder games out there that I have actually tried, like doing a build rush, where I try having them build like all the things at once, and it just doesn't work. That is not going to work. Let's undo those last 2. Let's actually put that offset into 2. Okay, that looks a lot better in my opinion. Let's put one there, and one here, and one here. Okay. So we got that house finished. Let's go ahead and design another custom building here. So that's one more house. So we have a total of how many citizens? I think 10, if I'm not mistaken. Is there an information here? I don't know what that 11 means. Does that 11 mean the number of people here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, I have a lot more than 11. I actually just lost count. Good job, me. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 on Foston. 11, 12, 13, 14. We actually have 14 people, meaning we need 14 houses. We have a trader that's approaching. Hello, East Light Rock. I'm just passing through, but even I can see you have a skill crafter in your ranks. If you make me 20 picket fence, I'll be back in 3 days and might be able to get you 5 wooden garden lanterns in exchange. I'm actually going to decline that. The garden lanterns aren't too hard to make. Oh, and we have goblins in the town. We have goblins in the town. Citizens, do your thing. Start attacking them. You might want to get up there and help this guy out. Trilla Founder, you're level 2 Carpenter. I don't want to lose the Carpenter. I would rather lose someone like Leolin Mabel. Because workers don't level up at all, unfortunately, so they don't ever work faster or slower or gain any health. You're actually better off generally to give everyone a job to do. Early game, I would definitely say it's much nicer to have some dedicated workers, but later on, everyone should have a job somewhere along the line. Unless, of course, you're doing a lot of building and cutting down and whatnot. If that's the case, you may want a few dedicated workers always. Who knows? Let's see. So they're now working on that building. But okay, while that is going on, let's design another house here. Let's make this one a bit more different. Let's actually expand this into like an L house. Normally I don't want to do that, but I'm feeling different right now. Definitely feeling different. Okay, so we got that there. Let's put this here and this here. We could get 2 windows on there, or we could just put 1 on here, and honestly I think 1 will work, and I'm going to put it directly from the doorway here. Let's put it here instead. It looks better there if you ask me. Yeah, same thing here, but I think 2 actually looks better in this particular case. So let's see, if we space them out by 2, it does not fit properly. I'm very fortunately a bit narcissistic, if you will, about having even spacing and everything. Yeah, see, that doesn't work either. Maybe not narcissistic was a good term for that, but I'm going to say OCD, only because my brain is not coming up with a more appropriate term. I'm sure that's definitely not the term I'm going for, but my brain right now is preferring some sort of evenness to the design, even if it's not like mirrored properly. Which is part of the reason why I love L-shaped houses and some other things. They don't have to be mirrored perfectly. But I'm actually curious, how does the roof look like on this? I actually do not know. So we got something that looks like that. If I enable that, which I actually would like for only this portion here, but not this portion, to be like that, unfortunately it does not look like that is possible. So that is what the roof is going to look like. I am okay with that. I am okay with that. Let's bring the walls back down. So that is what, 4 houses in total now? Okay. This time let's use some dark planks. Let's put it here. Let's do a 11 by 10 for this house. Really, these hearthlings don't have much to be able to put in their house. They have a bed, dresser, chairs, a table, and I think some other miscellaneous furniture. None of the furniture that I'm aware of does anything massive. It doesn't like help them sleep better. It doesn't help them move faster. Not at the time being anyway. That might be something they're implementing later on. Okay, but let's get a door on this thing. Let's put the door here just so it's offset. We could actually put a window here. We could actually have something going on between these two houses, like a lover across the street kind of thing. Yeah, you can see each other through the window. So I'm thinking anyway. Okay, so that doesn't work on that. If I put these two spaces apart from the edge, that actually looks better. I will mirror that on this side as well. And let's see, can I actually do that on the back as well? Yes, I can. Okay. We have yet another house designed. It's a basic house. All these are basic houses, of course, at the moment. They are unfurnished. Make them relatively cheap. Oh, hey, they have finished construction with two of these. Did they ever finish with this one? They did. They did finish with that one. Okay, so with that in mind, let's go ahead and tell them to build that, and let's also go ahead and place furniture into this one here. Let's put the bed here, and I would like to have another one there. I don't think this one over here is going to get finished because I don't think I have any extra beds besides that one, and I'm not sure I have any being made at the moment, but that is something we'll have to look at in the future. So let's for this house, let's make it a different floor pattern here. Let's make it let's not make it an L shape. Let's make it kind of like a T house here. This one I might actually put two people in instead of just one because it is much larger than these other ones here. Okay, so let's put let's put a window there, window here. Can I fit a door between that? I cannot. So let's put the door there. Okay, window won't fit on that wall, but we can have some here. Yeah, we could have the beds over here, little living space over here, maybe a dresser over here. I think that would look quite nice, if you ask me. Let's see. Is that even? That is. And you know what? I think that's all the windows we'll put in this house, because that is a lot of windows. And you don't want people looking in your bedroom as you're trying to sleep, do you? Yeah, since the beds are going to be here, they'll be able to look through this window. But of course, you know, they can't actually do this, but gotta be able to have some sort of roleplay when you're playing this game at the moment. There's only so much you can have going on. The action, as you saw, is kind of minimal. Thankfully, the goblins haven't attacked again. I'm very glad about that. Okay, let's see, are they almost done with that building? Not quite, not quite. I'll go ahead and not let them work on that building just yet. I meant to click on this building, however, and tell them to be able to build this one as well. That way they have a couple houses being worked on at the same time. Is our food situation doing fine as well? Let's see, we have some fox pelts here, some silkweed bundles. I don't see much food there. Is there food here? No, what do we have for food? Plants and categories food. We have nothing for food right now. That is unfortunate. We need to get some food, like, now. Okay, so you guys are going to go harvest those and harvest these as well. Don't we have some other bushes down here? I thought we had another set of bushes somewhere around here. Maybe I am wrong. It does not seem like it, but hopefully those berry bushes will last us at least for a bit until this stuff over here grows, and I think we will have to work on adding some more farms over here. So there's a 9x10. I'm sorry, not 9x10. 5x10. Another 5x10. A 5x10, and I can't put that there because that is in the way up here. Okay, for this crop, let us put some turnip-looking things in them. I believe those are turnips. That one we put some corn. This one we put some pumpkins in. Once those 2 blocks of stone have been removed, we can go ahead and use them as well. Are people fleeing in terror or something? No, it doesn't look like it. They were just running to get food, it looks like. Could be. Could be. Okay. So now we just gotta wait for them to harvest those crops, get those farms up and running. We definitely need larger farms to support this size of a population. And we will have to tear this all down over here. Let's see, anything else going on right now? Any goblins out and about? Doesn't look like it. And see, our trapper over here has actually caught some animals over here. Do we only have 1 trapper? No, we do have 2. Okay. Hopefully they can get down there and actually deal with them. I would like to harvest these up here, these bushes up here, but unfortunately I don't think that is going to be possible because it is a bit far from our town location. It is a bit of a trek for them to bring the food back, and the more time they have to spend transferring stuff longer distances, the less time they'll have working on this, on the houses and whatnot. Let's see. The music is so soothing, by the way. I really do find it soothing. I kind of wish there was a way to delete some of these floating objects, by the way, but I'm unfortunately unaware of how to do this. Hopefully there is a way in the future. Oh, hey, we are on day 6 now. Awesome. So our town's been surviving for 6 days. Hopefully people aren't going to be starving, since we got some berries going. Are these... not edible yet, not edible yet. The baby turnips are edible, it looks like. They just have to be harvested, maybe? Yeah, it says turnip sprout, not edible yet, but then this is small and bitter. So I'm going to assume these ones here are actually edible if they were told to harvest them, or automatically harvests them when they are fully grown. But we definitely need more farms out here. And I still feel like we need more farms, because those 2 farmers are actually getting through this area pretty quickly. Let's have more turnips there. Let's have more corn here. And more pumpkins here. Okay, so that is 10 farms in total of 50 size each. That should be quite nice. Yeah, and our food's too low for us to have another immigrant at the moment. Our morale is definitely high enough, and our net worth is definitely high enough, but we definitely need a lot more food going in order for us to really get more people, which will help speed up things, of course, but I would say 1 farmer should be able to support 5 people on one of these on a group of these plots. The group being 1 of each food type: the turnip, corn, and these pumpkin sprouts. The pumpkins. They should be able to hold off 5 people just fine, and earn yourself a profit if you kind of want to have an idea of what I go by for the time being. On what works for me on getting people... Oh, armed goblins are taking my stuff, huh? And they are coming for me right now. Boy, are they coming. Okay, so everyone's there. Let's go ahead and call to arms. They are alerted. Okay, so they are all heading over there to kick their butts. Good, good. Oh, we have another guy over here. What are you doing, guy? Ooh. You just got owned. Holy crap, did you just get owned? Goblin honor token. This is new. Never heard of that before. Yeah, it's gotta be new in Alpha 8. I was about to say 1.8, but that, for whatever reason, I was thinking Minecraft. My apologies for that. Yeah, that's a new thing. Apparently it's also a piece of furniture of some sort, or something you can place somewhere. That is interesting. Huh. Well, I think that'll have to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. We are definitely making a little bit of progress here on our town. There's still a lot of work to be done, a lot of things to explore in this game thus far. The game itself is going to be a bit slow, if you haven't picked up on that already. But hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it, and you guys get to see out the game, check out the game, not see out the game. That doesn't make any sense. English, go figure, right? But until next time, guys, take it easy.